Either you are a coach, an expert, a course creator, you want to sell your own program, courses, retreat, whatever it is, especially high ticket, okay, especially expensive things with ease, okay? This is for you. Number two, maybe you are a sales professional or you want to become a sales professional. You want to have this freedom-based career where say, hey, I don't want to have a business. Let me just be an entrepreneur. Let me work in someone else's business, which oftentimes is quite easy, and creating a freedom-based career, earning. Okay, we have some of our students here live on the call. They're having this lifestyle. Raise your hand, guys. Like, you know, they can travel the world and do what they love. And number three, maybe you have a company. We work with 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs, and you need a sales team, but that is really representing your brand. And maybe your brand is a company based from the heart, and you want to do the right thing. So this is for you. I believe that business is a spiritual discipline, is a journey of the full realization of who you can become for yourself and for the world. Is this adventure that it starts with I? Because at the beginning, when you start your business, maybe it starts with I, start from the ego. It's like, I want more money, or I want to be my own boss, or I want to get this validation and approval and whatever it is. But at some point, I think it can end with all, meaning, okay, how are we making a difference? What legacy are we leaving? Right? It's a journey that starts with I, but it ends with all. I really love this quote from Richard Rudd. When you bring your higher purpose into your work, prosperity follows like a shadow. I'm bringing your higher purpose. And I need to make a little note here. Prosperity is not necessarily wealth, because wealth is just financial prosperity. It's just financial abundance, okay? It's just financial. It's just one area of life. But if you're wealthy, but you work 60 hour a day, or your health is not good, or your connections are not good, you're not prosperous. So prosperity is the holistic flourishing of your being, and that's what you want, right? That's what we want. So we're going to talk about prosperity today. But now, maybe some of you are saying, hey, Frans, beautiful in theory. We start with the meditation, and yes, we want to change the world. Does it work? Does it work? Does doing good, aligning with our purpose work? In Soulful Selling, we have been able to work with some major brands. Maybe you know some of those faces, some of those famous authors. We have been starting to do a little bit of a movement all over the world, right? And we have been teaching this method to so many different people from every walk of life, from all over the world, like today, from people who are like 19 to people who are like 81, right? The feedback we got has always been so incredible, so beautiful. I had people coming to me and say, Frans, I hated selling. I thought it was a necessary evil. And now I started to love selling.
I studied Soulful Selling a year ago. I used to have short hair, now I have long hair, but that has nothing to do with it. Anyways, I used to really think that selling was icky, right? That it was this nasty, manipulative, hyper-masculine thing. And I discovered, thanks to Frans and Soulful Selling, that there's a beautiful balance of being completely present for someone and guiding them towards what their next best step is. And it's all about asking the right questions, and not about forcing your idea onto them in any shape, way, or form. And yeah, now I live as a digital nomad. Last year, with Frans, invited us to do imagine our perfect day. Like, why are we here? What do we envision? And I'm living the life of my dreams 1 year later, which, yeah, I don't think Frans knows how grateful I am. But it's between infinity and infinity plus one. So thank you very much, Frans.
Soulful Selling is not born out of a marketing intention. It was not like a strategy. There was a time when I was really struggling with sales. So much that I remember one day, this is not a copywriting story, it happened for real. I was literally crying on the floor, and feeling like, I really care. I have this amazing product. I know it can help people. Why I cannot sell it, right? And you know what? One of my mentors gave me the advice, hey, why don't you just let go? Why don't you meditate and let go? And I remember one night or morning, I don't remember if it was night or morning, but one day I sit down in meditation and I was like, you know what, Frans? Maybe you can just let go of this business. Maybe you can let go of those goals, those ambitions. Maybe you can just become a monk here in Thailand. You know, there is a lot of Buddhist monks. I was there, and you're gonna be happy. It's gonna be okay. And his name is Michael Oliver. Michael Oliver is the creator of something called Natural Selling. By the way, we are in the process of partnering, and I'm partnering with him because now Michael is 77 years old and he wants to retire, but some of you might join some training with him as well because we are becoming partners. So Natural Selling and Soulful Selling will become the same kind of company. And you know, I met him and he taught me about natural selling. And it didn't took months, it didn't even took weeks, it took few days and I started closing deals, right? $2,000 and $5,000, $7,000. And you know, I was starting to make $20K a month from zero at that time. And only because of the principles that Michael taught me. So we start at the center, we have the mindset, or what I like to call it, the heart set, right? So for the heart set, we have a mantra. In Soulful Selling, we have a mantra, and it's 3 words: presence, connections, and prosperity. Why presence? Well, in order to connect with other people, we need to be present with ourselves, right? In order to fix our business, we need to be present. This is like every teachers of every tradition, we need to learn presence. Now, if we are present with ourselves, we can become present with other people. And now we can create connections, right? Without presence, there is no connection. You can be with somebody, but if they're on their phone or they're in their mind, or if when you are talking, they are not listening, they're thinking what to say next, you're not connecting. And it's only through connection that I believe we human beings can we create prosperity, right? Human being, there is this African concept of Ubuntu, right? I am because we are, or what makes us human is connection. And true prosperity doesn't come in isolation. Whether it's financial prosperity or emotional prosperity or health, you know, you need other people. You need other people, right? Where your money is going to come from in a business, from other people. Your partnership are other people. Your health is going to be the average of the people you spend your time. So these are the 3 words.
That the magic of the Soulful Selling framework is not only that people can see where they want to go and have this clarity, but also they can really feel it. Through the presence and through the connection and through the right questions, people get really emotional and can really see themselves in like this future desired outcome. And then they can feel, how would it actually feel to be there? And then the sale is an inevitable outcome. And I think it's interesting that Frans said, like, does this actually really work? Because in the beginning, I just want to tell you, I never wanted to be a sales rep. I never wanted to be a salesperson. I'm actually a meditation teacher and a breathwork teacher. And my biggest ambition was always to help people and to support them. And in the beginning, when Frans asked me if I want to learn his method, I was like, no, I don't want to do sales. And of course, he's a good friend of mine, so I gave him some space to really explain what this is all about. And then I realized, okay, wow, this is very different. And long story short, it allowed me to become a very successful salesperson. And now calling myself a salesperson does not feel icky anymore. It felt so icky in the beginning. I would like to start with a little exercise for presence. And then I encourage you to do this exercise or something similar that helps you to become very present before every interaction. That actually, I think every interaction would be great, but every sales interaction.
Now, I would love to show you something, right? We are launching the Soulful Selling Academy. Let me tell you briefly, together here with Tim, what it is about, right? These are the same technique that we've been teaching to sales team of companies that make millions and millions of dollars sometime even in 3 weeks. Okay, but I want to tell about who is this for. Again, if you're a coach, maybe you're a healer, consultant, facilitators, and you want to learn how to confidently sell your high ticket, and the keywords here is high ticket programs, without ever feeling pushy, feeling good, feeling authentic, feeling you're not using a method that is not aligned, right? Number two, maybe you're an aspiring sales professional, or you are a sales professional and you would love to start to do remote sales. I have some people that they train with me. I have this guy, he was a teacher, he was an English teacher in Thailand, and now he's making close to 40K per month, right? As a remote sales closer. Imagine what that can do for you. You know, I think he got there in 1.5 years. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur or you're a founder, right? And your goal is to scale, but to scale with soul, and you want to equip your own sales team with authenticity. So this can be for you. Our mission is to make sales sacred again, and also to build the movement. And if you want to join the movement, this is your invitation. So me and Tim are going to be the teacher of this academy, the main teacher. I'm the creator of the method, and Tim is a guy who embodies it every day. But I want to talk about what you get in the academy. So what you get inside the Soulful Selling Academy and what it is. So first of all, is a program which is happening live. So every week we do group coaching calls, and we do 2 group coaching calls. It's twice a week. Okay, why twice a week? One day we do theory and one day we do practice. Practice is so important. We do breakout rooms and we practice together. We do this twice a week. Then we are gonna do one-to-one coaching. I was sharing this with a friend of mine. She's an entrepreneur from New York. She say, Frans, you're crazy. Like, we're gonna give you 4 individual sessions, either with me or with Tim, to accompany you through the program. And we have a limited availability because there is only a limited session that we can actually do.
It's just you and me.
Yeah, so in future version of the program, this is not gonna happen, right? Then you're gonna have a course, which is like a video course and documents and materials, so you can always go back and learn the theory. You're gonna have community access to connect with all the other people, like-minded people, and connection is the key. We're gonna talk about networking in there. You're gonna have direct access to me. I'm the founder of the company, and also great opportunities for networking. In Soulful Selling, we're very well connected with many famous authors, speakers. Some of them are like John Lee, Ken Honda, Marissa Peer, Niraj and Gary from Soma Breath. We know CEOs and CEO. We're gonna bring a lot of super cool people that you can connect with. Yeah.
So because you're the Italian one that likes to talk a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm the German one that likes little words and to bring things on point. Can you go back to the slide?
Yeah, sure.
So guys, what it is, it's a 3-month program with 2 group calls a week, 1 theory, 1 practice, 4 one-on-one sessions that you can schedule to your convenience. The course is self-paced, like the pre-recorded videos, you can watch them in your own pace. And something that I think you didn't mention, we decided that if after these 3 months you don't feel fully ready to go out there and rock it, or you just want to improve still, you could do the next cohort that we're starting again. Of course, you wouldn't get the one-on-one calls anymore, but you could do the whole 3-month program again.
Beautiful. Yo, thank you. Right, so this is what we are launching. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. Placement and job opportunities. This is priceless because we are very well connected. Some of the people that I train that end up working for Tony Robbins, some end up working for Dan Pena, many work with Soma Breath. Yeah, like, if you're good and if you have the skills, we can connect you with a lot of good companies, including us. I really think that this program is worth like 10,000 euro, right? Because this is like 2 high-ticket sales. It's 3 high-ticket sales. Maybe it's 1 high-ticket sales, right? It's super easy to make the investment back. But because this is the first time that we are, it's not the first time that we teach the program. We teach it many times to so many people, but it's the first time that we are creating this format with this way, and not everything is perfect yet, you know, the customer support and everything. We are giving now a very big discount on the program, and the program now is 2,700 euro. So if you can come here at the end of the program and you say, hey, this program didn't help me, it doesn't work, you're gonna get 100% of your money back. Plus, I'm gonna give $100 to charity of your choice as my way to apologizing for wasting your time. The program starts in October, okay? We have the 2 sessions per week. September, which is now, is the month of onboarding. So we're gonna onboard you on the platform. You're gonna have the one-to-one with us. We're gonna do some more lunches, and then you're gonna get your personal onboarding call. So you have September to get ready and warm up, and then in October we're gonna do we're gonna start, right? Yeah. Now, can you take what you learn in Soulful Selling and apply to a group? Yes. And now when you're asking, can you apply to a social media post? Actually, you can, because what I'm saying is like, it's not what we teach, but those principles, like detachment, authenticity, you can apply them to your life. What we are trying to do is like apply them to how we build a soulful company, right? How do we actually do this? How do we build this training in a soulful way, with detachment, with authenticity, without pressure, and with all those things. So you can do it in whatever any case, right? And for some of you that maybe need more, we do have another program. If you book a call with me, some of you are my clients here, my private clients. For some of you who needs more, we have a program called Rise. This is only via application and only if you're the right person. But if you need help with the offer, with funnel, with more in-depth things, supporting sales, then this is also some service we offer. So you can just book a call and you will figure it out. But I wanted to start today the call with why iTicket. And I believe that iTicket, for most of us, if you're starting a business or if you're moving from corporate to consultant, iTicket is the fastest way to create a profitable business, right? I also believe iTicket is where you can serve the most. So if you're doing something, I believe it's way easier to sell one program for $3K or $4K than to sell 100 program at $40, right? Is way easier. It's way easier to sell one program at 4K than 10 program at 400, right? The math make more sense, everything make more sense. So I believe in iTicket. Of course, there is a place for group and low ticket, and I believe this is just a simple way. It's a fast way, it's a simple way, and the skill you need is you need to sell yourself. This is a skill that's gonna help you for life, right?
I fully agree with that, because the magic of iTicket is that you have space for one-to-one. How can I coach a person the best if I really do a one-on-one? I listen to you, Nora. I hear what you really need, and then I'm gonna support you with the best I can. And I cannot do that with like a low ticket offer because my time is limited.
On top of that, I believe that to master sales, you need 3 things. One is the sales skills. Number 2, the mindset. Number 3, the self-care. And you need to be able to manage yourself. I haven't seen any program that teach you about how to self-care. And the reason why, sometimes because we have a sales agency, we recruit people. So I had the experience of recruiting. When I was teaching Tim, together with Tim, I recruited some professionals, Pedro, Bruce. I recruited professionals that they were sales rep for 10 years with millions of dollars under the belt. And then I trained Tim and I put them in the same pool of rep. And I was thinking, okay, Tim is not going to be as good as those other professionals. And also Soulful Selling back then was very new. I don't know if it's going to work. What happened is the team outperformed, as he mentioned, sometimes double those professional people. And the reason why is because sometimes, I think it's because of the method, but also because sometimes sales professionals, they can perform very well for 1 month, but they are inconsistent. They perform well, then they burn out, and then they're gone. So we teach you self-care and pacing yourself and all these beautiful ritual that the team is a master of doing, right? So these are another unique things. And there is another component is CRMs. So customer relationship, the technology that you use, like Calendly or Go Level or HubSpot, this is also another important thing. So we don't live in pen and paper anymore, right? And just last but not the least, because I'm really a nerd of those things, I love teaching them. There is a program called Rise, where it's closed now because we're full with that program. Thank you for being part of this journey. Stay tuned in the WhatsApp group, stay tuned in the community, and I hope to see you next time.